I do, buckaroos? How the heck are you? I am trying to be a whisperer. Who else would I be, man? Hey, this is a revisit, but hey, I'm not a ticker. I'll go back to a beer if it's good. And sometimes it's about the season, right? I think a lot of craft beer drinkers kind of forget it's not about having the most beers. It's just drinking beer and enjoying the beer. It's not even having the so-called best beers or the rare beers. It's about enjoying the damn beer, man. Anyway, I apologize for going old hippie on you, but sometimes I feel like I'm channeling Jerry Garcia, man. Right on. Anyway, I apologize. My apologies for the frivolity. This is a 5% decocted Pilsner style golden lager. It's as close to a traditional German style Pilsner as an American craft brewery is ever going to get. Crisp, dry, refreshing. Noble hop character, delicately bitter finish. The ingredients are imported barley malts, imported hops, water, and yeast. Yeah, see, that's it. This shows you don't need all that other beef. You don't need that bullshit to make a good beer, man. And I think a lot of craft breweries have forgotten that, man. Oh, the nose is crazy. It just is. It's just amazing. Subtle, but approachable, and it's there, man. You're gonna notice certain flavors and aromas. It's just done well. You certainly feel the noble hops on the nose. Very herbal and earthy. Decocted, you're gonna get a little bit of just a hint of malt sweetness, maybe just like just a touch of caramel there. As it dries up, they call it a delicately bitter finish, but it's not bitter like that. You know what I mean? It's just to clean up that sweetness. Oh mercy! I'm cracking some blues here on the beer Whisper at the Beer Whisper Pub. It's a Friday night as I do this video. It's a long week for me. It's an hourly employee. Uh, they frown on you going over 40. I was hugging that line this week, man. I was hugging it, man. It was white line fever, baby. Yeah, I was hugging that line, man. I do enjoy what I'm doing, though. Get frustrated by the office politics every now and again, but the work itself I love. So I just try to focus on that. Go and do my job. Try to avoid the BS as much as possible, and just do what I do. It does have that just dry, clean, refreshing finish. That's absolutely gorgeous, man. Uh, had a couple beers when I got off work today. Came home and had a couple beers, did a video, uh, did a live video. But then I took a break for a few hours. Fixed some dinner. Wife and I watched Aquaman, which is an incredibly average movie. Yeah, it wasn't terrible. I'm glad I didn't pay to go see it. I'm glad I didn't buy the DVD. But there were some interesting parts. I think the problem is, and I don't know why that is that the DC movies, as opposed to the Marvel movies, the plot seemed to be muddled. It seemed like filming everything at night or underwater. So you got these dark scenes, so it's a little difficult to keep track of what the hell's going on. The biggest problem with the movie, in my opinion, was the CG seemed disjointed. A lot of it, it was obvious it was CG. You could tell it's CG. I mean, you can tell these actors are the age they are, and they're trying to make them look 30 years younger. And it just doesn't work, man. You can tell it's CG effect, man. And again, I felt like the story and the plot were a little muddled. Just a little too convoluted. It's like they try to get it too complicated. Just tell a story. You don't have to have all this other nonsense going on. But I'm mostly watching, hoping that my wife would watch that dude on the TV and get a little hot and bothered, and I get lucky at the end of the evening. I don't think that's gonna happen, so I'm having a beer. Anyway, so I digress. Hey man, no, not every plan works. It wasn't foolproof. It was just a thought, man. Anyways, I digress. I really like this. It's one of my favorite American craft German style pilsners. The other one I think that's in the same ballpark is the Urban Chestnut Stammtisch. I also really enjoyed the Pipeworks Premium Pilsner. That was brilliant as well. I think those three really are the benchmark in American craft versions of a Pilsner, in my opinion. And I'm not talking American style Pilsners because that's really a different animal. Uh, because the Boulevard KC Pils is outstanding as an American style Pilsner. But I just love the herbal notes, the dry, clean, refreshing quality of this beer. It's just absolutely brilliant. And it's going great with the blues I'm cranking this evening. I'm cranking some contemporary blues, man. I'm rocking it here at the Beer Whisperer house, man. Anyway, I should be doing voiceover work, right? I grew up in Southern California. I should have stayed there, man. No, there's a reason why I left, and I ain't going back. But now, just the cost of living and everything else, man. Just couldn't do that anymore. Uh, don't walk by the camera. Oh, there you go. Go ahead. Go ahead. Wife is in her underwear. I want to get her. Wife's got the panties on. I didn't want to do that. Anyway, say it's just not gonna happen for me. If I had the ability to keep my mouth shut, I probably would. But that old Ron White line. I had the right to remain silent. I just didn't have the ability. I just don't have it, man. I don't have that filter capability. Anyway, almost 25 years though. Next month be 25 years before when it's put up with me. Being honest, it hasn't all been bliss, but I couldn't do it without her, man. 6.5 years ago, we lost our son to cancer. And, we saw a lot of families go through the same thing when we were at the hospital, St. Louis Children's Hospital. We just decided we were gonna, find a way to. And I think a lot of the reason why a lot of families split up after the loss of a child is I think there's blame. I think one blames the other. And I think a lot of it is that sometimes they find out that they're only there because of the child, and once the child is no longer there, they have no reason to be together. For my wife and I, we I kind of felt like it solidified that we were meant to be together. Could be the beer. Anyway, I didn't mean to get serious on you. Let me get back into Beer Whisperer character. Anyway, how do you do, Buckaroos? Anyway, I am Tom Beer Whisperer, Beer Band, just full of beer drink, the Pearl Bear Wisdom Man. All around good guy. Cheers, y'all.